When all such sort of qualities I tell you will be present in individuals, and when we work together as a common entity, now that contributes I tell you to the growth and development of any particular society. Now these are the various social values, these are the various ethical, moral I tell you the values whichever I pointed out just now, and those values I tell you are to be inculcated. Whatever the values just now I said, efforts are being made in this particular country in order to inculcate all such sort of values, all such sort of humanistic I tell you the values, ethical and moral values in our children through social studies curriculum, through language I tell you the lessons also, honesty, simplicity, sincerity, whatever I said. Efforts are being made in order to inculcate these values, in order to educate our children with these values through social studies curriculum up till the 10 years of general education, up till the SSLC education. But what I sincerely feel is more and more efforts will have to be laid in order to inculcate all these I tell you the values at all levels I tell you of education. We in this particular country are generally the human beings, we suffer from various I tell you the negative qualities. Now say for example, we have hatred now towards others, enmity, hatred, envy, enmity, now the antagonism towards other individuals, now disliking others, hurting others, hurting the feelings and the sentiments I tell you of other individuals, now putting stumbling blocks in the development I tell you of other individuals. Now all such sort of what is known as negative qualities I tell you we have, intolerance, now jealousy, inefficiency in our work, ineffectiveness in our work, non-productivity or underproductivity I tell you in our work. Now all such sort of negative qualities I tell you by and large we human beings I tell you have. We are extremely selfish in our nature. We do not think I tell you about the national interest. We always think I tell you about our own I tell you the interest. Now you go to government offices, many of the government offices I tell you the officials do not respond to your I tell you the problem. They do not listen to you. They will have by and large the arrogant I tell you behavior. The behavior of many of the officials will be very cruel. Now it will be very harsh. They will try to insult you. They will try to intimidate you. They will not listen to the problems of the people whosoever come to meet them. Now they will not have sensitivity towards the problems and the issues I tell you the people. They never bother about the welfare I tell you of the society. They always think of what is known as making more and more money. They always think of their own I tell you the selfish interest. Now what I am trying to say here is, in general, now public or the people in any particular society, we possess all these kinds of negative I tell you the qualities. Now these negative qualities, they also exist between and amongst the various I tell you the groups. We belong to a particular caste, we hate the people belonging to other I tell you the caste. Now we do not want the progress of the other communities or the caste. We want the development of our own I tell you the group. We want the development of our own religion. We dislike I tell you the other religions. We are intolerant I tell you towards other religious groups. We hate I tell you those people. We try to trouble them. We try to hurt them. We try to harm those individuals. Now such sort of qualities exist between and among different caste groups, now different religious groups, different racial I tell you the groups, now different even linguistic I tell you the groups also. Now what I am trying to say here is, efforts are to be made in order to inculcate right kind of social values, right kind of positive I tell you the values, humanistic I tell you the values in children, and when such an attempt I tell you is made, it can contribute to the development of the society. Now if efforts are not sincerely made in order to inculcate all these I tell you the values, what may happen? It will lead to, as I already told you, it will lead to conflicts, it will lead to disputes, it will lead to animosities, it will lead to struggle, and a day may come when India or this Indian society may move towards more and more division and at the same time the disintegration. So in the end, in conclusion, what I can say is, in order to contribute, in order to improve the relationship between various groups in this Indian society, efforts are to be made at the school level and even at higher educational institutions also, in order to inculcate right kind of social, moral and at the same time the ethical values. Now value education must become an integral part of school and at the same time the college I tell you the curriculum. value education, imparting right kind of social values must become an integral part, an important part, I tell you, of the school and at the same time the college curriculum at all stages of education, whether it is at the primary level, whether it is at the secondary level, whether it is at the tertiary level, whether it is at the professional college, I tell you, the level, imparting education in social and moral values must become an important part, I tell you, of the curriculum. Now you think of the professional colleges, engineering colleges, medical colleges. Now engineering colleges are there mainly to give engineering education. Medical colleges are there mainly to impart medical education. Yes, that is its important work or the important activity. Along with medical education, a course on value education will also have to be given. Important social, moral, ethical values will also have to be inculcated. When such sort of values are inculcated, now medical college will not only produce good doctors, they will also produce good human individuals. Engineering colleges will produce not only good engineers, they will also produce good human, I tell you, the individuals. When imparting value education becomes an integral part of all stages of education, primary, secondary, higher, professional and other kinds of educational institutions, India will produce good citizens. It will produce such kinds of citizens who will contribute to the unity of the country, then the national integration, I tell you, of the society. In such a situation, this particular country will not only advance in the economic field, educational, I tell you, the field, scientific and technological fields, military and at the same time the defense, I tell you, the fields. India will stand as a strong, united, I tell you, the nation upon which no country in the world can boss over, no country in the world can exploit this particular country, no country in this particular world can cheat or dupe this particular, I tell you, the country. And India will be advancing in all fields, including, I tell you, in the human, I tell you, the dimension. So this is about the importance, I tell you, of the social relations. When when ethical and moral education is given, individuals, I tell you, will remain strong, united, and it will contribute to the total development of this Indian society. This in brief is the importance, I tell you, of now the social relations and the human relations in the context of the development of the Indian society.